Hi my friends, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and this video is very important for speaking, and it's called How to Speak English Fluently in 10 Days, but it isn't my story, it's my student's story. Yeah, so it's a real conversation. Okay, are you ready? I hope so. So tell me about your experience. Actually, what did you do? Tell me about your experience. Actually, what did you do? Well, I tried to learn to speak English fluently in 10 days. Well, I tried to learn to speak English fluently in 10 days. How was it? Did you succeed in doing it? How was it? Did you succeed? Did you succeed in doing it? It means, so were you successful? Did you succeed in doing it? Partly yes and partly no. Partly yes, and partly no. So partly means not absolutely. Partly yes and partly no. Can I ask you some questions? Can I ask you some questions? Can I ask you some questions? Sure, you're welcome. Sure, you're welcome. Yeah, and you see, it's the beginning of this very important conversation, okay? So tell me about your experience. Actually, what did you do? Well, I tried to learn to speak English fluently in 10 days. How was it? Did you succeed in doing it? Partly yes and partly no. Can I ask you some questions? Yes, some questions. We said it. So sure, you're welcome. What did you do on the first day? What did you do on the first day? What did you do on the first day? I was looking for someone to talk to. I was looking for someone to talk to. I spent plenty of time on it. I spent plenty of time. So plenty of time means lots of time. I spent plenty of time on it. So it took me about 6 hours. It took me about 6 hours. I managed to find a really good friend. I managed to find a really good person, and so he became my friend. I also made new friends on the second and third days. I also made new friends on the second and third days. So, and I was really exhausted. How long did you speak English with them? How long did you speak English? How long did you speak English with them? I suppose it was about 2 hours every day. About 2 hours every day. Okay, so what did you do on the first day? I was looking for someone to talk to. I spent plenty of time on it. It took me about 6 hours. I managed to find a really good person and he became my friend. I also made new friends on the second and third days. I was really exhausted. How long did you speak English with them? I suppose it was about 2 hours every day. Well, what did you do apart from it? What did you do? What did you do apart from it? I was trying to study some English grammar. I was trying to study some English grammar, but I got bored with it very quickly. But I got bored with it really quickly. Where are your friends from? Or where are your new friends from? Where are your new friends? Where are your new friends from? They're from the same country. They're from the same country. What can you say about their level? Or what can you say? What can you say about their level? It's a little lower than mine. It's a little lower. It's a little lower than mine. I see. It's a little lower than mine. I see. And what did you do on the other days? What did you do on the other days? What did you do on the other days? So, well, what did you do apart from it? Yeah, so really it's a good question. I was trying to study some English grammar. I got bored with it really quickly. So, where are your new friends from? They're from the same country. They're from the same country. Or, yeah, we said that it's a question, are they? You can say they're from the same country, aren't they? Or are they from the same country? Actually, it was, yeah, they are from the same country. It's an answer. It's okay, yeah. What can you say about their level? It's a little lower than mine. I see. What did you do on the other days? Well, to be honest, to be honest, I lost my motivation. I lost my motivation, and I missed the next days. So day 4 and day 5. Yeah, day 4 and day 5. So then I tried. To do the same, but my result was quite moderate. My result was quite moderate. Okay, what else did you do? What else did you do? I decided to take a private English lesson. I studied English with a teacher every day. I studied with an English teacher. Every day for 5 days. For 5 days and for 2 hours. And for 2 hours daily. Yeah, and I didn't learn English by myself. In other words, these lessons replaced my self-study. Replace my self-study. Okay, so, well, to be honest, I lost my motivation and I missed the next days, so day 4 and 5. Then I tried to do the same, but my result was quite moderate. Okay, what else did you do? Yeah, it's a question. I decided to take private English lessons. We said it. So one lesson, a private English lesson, but many lessons. So I studied with an English teacher every day for 5 days and for 2 hours daily. I didn't learn English by myself. So in other words, these lessons replace my self-study. Okay, did you improve your speaking greatly? Did you improve your speaking greatly? Your speaking greatly? I think so. I managed to break down the language barrier. I managed to break down the language barrier, but I was still unsure about some things which made me feel uncomfortable, I could speak English much better, but not as well as I wanted it. I could speak English much better, but not as well as I wanted it. To put it another way, or to say it another way, I could speak English quite fluently, but not completely fluently. I could speak English fluently, but not completely. Fluently. What was my mistake? Can you tell me about this? What was my mistake? Can you tell me about this? Can you tell me about this? Sure, I can. So, did you improve your speaking greatly? I think so. I managed to break down the language barrier, but I was still unsure about some things which made me feel uncomfortable. I could speak English much better, but not as well as I wanted it. So, to put it another way, I could speak English fluently, but not completely fluently. So, what was my mistake? Can you tell me about this? So, can you tell me about this thing? Yeah? So, sure, I can. Good. As I see, you have lots of mistakes. That's why you didn't manage to learn to speak English completely fluently in 10 days. That's why you didn't manage to learn to speak English completely fluently in 10 days. You improved your fluency greatly, but you could have done much more. You improved your fluency greatly, but you could have done much more than you actually did. than you actually did. I'll tell you your mistakes and I'll be straightforward. I'll tell you your mistakes and I'll try to be objective and straightforward. Okay? Okay? So as I see, you have lots of mistakes, so that's why you didn't manage to learn to speak English completely fluently in 10 days. So you improved your fluency greatly, but you could have done much more than you actually did. So I will tell you your mistakes and I'll try to be objective and straightforward. Okay? So, okay. Good. So the first mistake. So when you were looking for a friend, you should have tried to listen to English speech as a background. To listen to English speech as a background. So it's a good idea to listen to something in English when you do other things. It's a good idea to listen to something in English when you do other things. So it's very important for fluency. It's very important. It's very important for your fluency. Okay. So secondly, your friends. So if we look here at your explanations, so I asked you some questions. Yeah. So yeah. So you said you spent plenty of time in it. It's okay. Yes, it's understandable. It's easy to understand. But the problem is that you should listen to English speech, so your radio should be on all the time, or your TV should be on all the time, English, and English. So, and if you do it, you won't say, I spent plenty of time, and it's okay, because at that time, you can listen to something in English, and it's very important for your purpose. Yeah, maybe you didn't make new friends, so quickly. Yeah, no problem. But actually, anyway, you improved your level. So you need to do something. Don't just waste time. So it's the first thing, yeah? And you were really exhausted. Okay, so 2 hours every day, yeah, it's okay. So you said it's good. So, but of course it can be more. But yeah, we know that we are humans, so it's okay. So next, as you see, yeah, you said they are from the same country. It isn't actually a good idea. So your speaking partners should be from other countries. It's a very important thing. Your speaking partners should be from other countries. And high levels too. Yeah, because you said that. So if you look at your speech, yeah, and so the question was, you said that they are from the same country, and the question was, what can you say about their level? So it's a little lower than mine. So you know that if you want to speak English fluently, you need to understand how you should do it. And if your friend has a low level of English, you can't learn. I mean, you can learn good things, but not excellent things from him. It's a problem. So you need to catch real English. And if your friend, has a high level, so it's much better for you to have a strong partner. Yeah, but of course, he or she should wait for you. He should actually understand you, but it's better. So not lower level. Maybe one partner low level, but the other partners should have the same or higher level 2, it's very important. So but so high levels too, it's a very important thing. Okay, so what is next? Yeah, what is next? So if you look, yeah, at your experience, that you said that you found an English teacher, yeah, that's great, but you made a terrible mistake, yeah? So you replaced your self-study. Don't do it. Don't think that, so if you have, you know, an English teacher, or if you take some private classes, that it can replace your self-study. No, it should be, you know, something additional. So don't replace, yeah? Don't replace. Don't replace, I mean, your self-study or your self-education, so with private lessons. So it should be additional. Additional, yes, if you have money, if you are ready to pay, it's good, yeah, but you know, it's the most important thing. So yeah, so I think it's a big mistake. So okay, and next, so what else can I say? Okay, really, let's have a look, yeah, at your speech, yeah. So we also saw, yeah, that you said that you've lost motivation, yeah, you've lost motivation. It's a big problem. So you need to have a very clear aim. You need to have a very clear aim. Your motivation should be much stronger. Your motivation should be much stronger. Yeah, think about it. Yeah, first of all, think about it. So if you don't have it, you'll, you know, it will take you much longer to achieve your aims. If you don't have it, it will take you much longer to achieve your aims. Yeah, and the last thing, so maybe it was your first experience, yeah, so I hope that you understood your mistakes. So, and you know that you should also think in English. So think in English, translate from your language into English, from your language into English, in your head, all day, so if possible, of course, yeah. And the last thing, my friend, so you can, you know, you can actually test it for the second time. You can test it for the second time, and don't miss these days. Don't miss these days. I mean that you said that you've missed some days. Please, my friend, study regularly and systematically. Study regularly and systematically. Study regularly and systematically. It should be systematically. So yeah, it should be your golden rule. It should be your golden rule. Okay, my friend, it's very important. So I really hope that you'll take these tips into account or into consideration. So you'll follow it, and so you'll achieve even better results. Yeah, let's have a look at it. So you need to have a very clear aim, right? Absolutely. So your motivation should be much stronger. So first of all, think about it. Yeah, if you don't have it, yeah, if you don't have any motivation at all, it will take you much longer to achieve your aims. Then, my friend, think in English. Translate from your language into English in your head all day if possible. You know, this exercise is extremely important. and you know that I'm so happy that you've actually improved your fluency and you managed to speak English fluently, but not completely fluently. Yeah, and if you want to speak English completely fluently, you need actually to follow these tips. And my friend, you can test it for the second time. Yeah, just trying to find actually 10 days again. So when you're free, and don't miss any days. Study regularly, systematically. Follow these tips, so it should be a golden rule, and I think that you'll manage to achieve even better results. And thanks, my friends, for this idea to record a video about my students' experience. Thank you.